Come, my children, and I will tell you the story. The year was 2022. The music was terrible. That was during the waning of the Great Plague, the era of the call-out creator. And two call-out creators ruled them all. Chelsea Hart and Lance Sosi. These two creators had raised great armies. Armies that they used to attack and destroy without discernment. People followed them loyally. Pop Pop tried to warn them. He tried to warn all of them that there was a storm coming. But they would not listen. I said, this is getting out of hand. And the people said, but they're only attacking people who deserve it. And alas, they were. But a movement based on rage is a wildfire that will burn out of control. The two armies had formed an alliance, one that had not been seen in the land of TikTokia, until one day, one of the leaders, Chelsea Hart, appeared on this app with tears in her eyes and accused Lance of a deep and heinous sexual impropriety. For it seemed Lance had fucked every thin white woman in the country, while telling every last one of them that he loved them. More women came forward and the accusations spiraled out of control. For Lance had sowed his loins deep, deep in all of our womb lands. And a great war followed. Accusations spiraled out of control. Great armies that Lance and Chelsea had built turned on one another. And the great cancellation was underway. People were being cancelled by proxy. Everyone was expected to disavow, but no one knew what the hell was going on. Pop was afraid he would be caught in the crossfire, but alas, I avoided it by being very sane and cool. The war raged on for weeks. Lance and Chelsea got on and off of TikTok, putting out apology after apology with ring lights and glow filters. Chelsea Hart checked herself into a psych ward. Lance did a live where he angrily stormed off as people put tiny cowboy hats on him. And when the smoke had cleared, there was nothing left. So much damage done. So many reputations ruined. And for what? No good came of that. But there are lessons to be learned. The first is not to let your ego get in the way of your activism. The second is that you must build your movements on love and not rage farming. And the third and most important lesson, you must keep your private romantic business off of TikTok.